My mom, she's always been religious. She's always gone to church, and as soon as I was 16 and I could opt out of it, I was like, no thanks. I just slowly realized, when it's not forced upon you and you seek out your faith, it just means so much more to me. It'll be 2 years this summer. I got into a really, really bad breakup. I was just in a extremely toxic, verbally abusive, just a really unhappy relationship that I felt stuck in. I didn't want to be lonely. I didn't want to admit, the failure. This person I felt like was all I had. I went through a really dark depression. I didn't want to socialize. I didn't want to go out. My mom's friend, Diane Carpenter, she really, they took me under their wing and they got me out of the house. They would talk about their faith, and it just, the way it made them happy and the way they had that fellowship just with each other, I felt I want that, because I had this just crippling loneliness. I started going to Life Group. Life Group was really nice because it was just 7 or 8 people. Diane would always have a beautiful spread of snacks, and we would all just, it wasn't serious, it wasn't formal, it was very relaxed. I just remember one time we had started with a song, and I just remember starting to cry, and I had no idea why I was crying. I felt something in my heart and soul, I really did. He is my God, and it's just, sometimes it still shocks me, it still surprises me or something, that he's mine, All of my relationships are better. My relationship with my mom, me and my mom used to butt heads, we would have just, oh my gosh. And a lot of that hate and sadness and loneliness that was in my heart, it's been filled by Jesus. I don't need, a relationship. I don't need $1 million in the bank, because at the end of the day, I have the love of Jesus in my heart, and I know 100% that I'm his daughter. Once you allow Jesus to really overfill you, everything else just falls into place and makes sense. In my heart, it makes sense. I consider my life before God and before Jesus really just filled with struggle. My mind, my heart, my actions. And then after I found God, I have peace. I just have this peace in my heart, even when things are going wrong or my life becomes chaotic. Just knowing that the man upstairs really cares about my insignificant life. I know that God has a plan for me, and I know that even when things are kind of going really bad, I know that it's trying to teach me something, or I know that the outcome is gonna be beautiful, because God would not put crap in my life unless it was to teach me something. And I grew up without a father, and I have the best father that exists. I have Jesus.